The greatest hit of all time, a celebration of Pete Rose becoming baseball's all-time hit leader.
Last night, a capacity crowd at Riverfront. Marge Schott, the principal owner of the Reds, anticipating Pete Rose's last at bat. This could be the big hit. But Carmelo Martinez makes the catch. And all of a sudden, there's frustration and disappointment. And for Pete Laverne, a tear in the eye. For Pete Rose, an 0-for-4 ball game, and that means tonight could be the night at Riverfront Stadium. The general manager of the Reds, Marge Schott, the majority owner. A standing room only crowd in Cincinnati on its feet. First inning, Pete Rose against Eric Shaw. Ball one.
It'll be interesting to see if Eric Shaw tries to pitch Pete the way Lamar Hoyt did last night, and that would be fastballs in and change-ups away.
Rose looking for hit 4-1, 9-2. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And he really had a confident rip.
And that was a fastball in tight, which I think is the way that they'll try to pitch him since they were successful with it last night. And that is really the only spot in Pete's batting stance that he's vulnerable in.
If you have a lump in your throat, you're only human. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike on Rose. Everybody on their feet here in Cincinnati and a worldwide television audience watching these moments tonight here at Riverfront Stadium. 2-1 pitch from Shaw into left center. There it is. Rose has eclipsed Cobb. That's number 4,192. For Pete Rose, this certainly his crowning achievement. And for baseball, a game that grows from its past and finds warmth in statistics, this is one of the all-time great moments.
The only thing I'm disappointed in, Ken, is I can't be down there to shake his hand right now.
Well, there is love aplenty here in Cincinnati. And Eric Shaw becomes a spectator as this city loves their native son. And I think, Joe Morgan, you would agree that from somewhere above tonight, Pete's dad has to be looking down with a big smile on Cincinnati Riverfront Stadium and his little son, Petey. It has to be a very approving smile from Pete Sr. The moment we've all waited for, hit number 4,192, that makes Pete Rose the all-time Major League Baseball hit leader. It comes at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, September the 11th, 1985, off the Padres' Eric Shaw.
And for all the people around that are watching And have your toast ready. Let's all drink a toast to Pete Rose, the most prolific base hitter in all of baseball history. Now, Pete Rose is baseball, and I think this is a great, thrilling moment for me, a guy that played with him for about 9 years and enjoyed every moment of it.
Just breathe it in.
I think the real thing he's doing there is finally giving a sigh of relief, because no matter what you say, it had to be building on him because so many people are pulling for him and wanting him to get this base hit that he just wants to get it out of the way.
I think it's easy to imagine what goes through our mind at this moment. Boy, this is his game, it's his town, and it is his moment. Tommy Helms, his roommate, when both played here together in Cincinnati.
And they started off together in the minor league, so Tommy has the same type of feeling for Pete that his family does.
Son Petey Jr. His mom, Laverne. This is how it happened minutes ago.
It's a slider inside, and Pete hits a ball like he's done probably 4,000 times, a line drive over shortstop. And right there, he knows it's a base hit. He knows that's it. And he rounds the bag the way he always does. All out.
Pete Rose said that in his dreams, he imagined a line drive over second base. And we'll let a matter of feet go by the boards because he got the hit he wanted. It came on a 2-1 pitch from Eric Schau. And I guess appropriately, Pete Rose is the very first runner in this ball game that will long be forgotten. No matter if the Padres or if the Reds win, it's Pete Rose's night. He truly is number one. Unbelievable. Pete Rose has just had an incredible ball game. The final, the Reds 2, the Padres no score. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello?
Hello.
Pete Rose?
Yes, sir.
Here is Charlie Hustle.
Yes, sir.
This is Ronald Reagan.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Well, listen, I just wanted to say congratulations for breaking one of the most enduring records in sports history. Ty Cobb's career hit record of 4,191, and now, unless you've done something since I've heard the latest, you've made it 4,193. Well, I've been rooting for you, and come to think of it, I used to also root for the fellow who once held that record.
Well, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to call us, and we really appreciate it. and you missed a good ball game tonight.
Well, Pete, your grit and hustle have established you as one of the all-time greats of the game.
Well, thank you very much.
A keen batting eye also has something to do with it.
Well,
someday your new record may be broken, but believe me, your reputation and legacy is secure, and I think it'll be a long time before someone is standing in the spot that you're standing in now.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, I wish you, the Reds, and the people of Cincinnati all the best. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Indeed, we ought to do this more often. You know, those of us who are in the middle of our careers can share tips on how to stay ahead of those younger folks who keep coming up on us from behind.
Well, if you'd have been here tonight, you'd know why we think this is the baseball capital of the world right here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I can hear that you've got a few friends there around you, and I won't keep you from them any longer. But again, congratulations, and you've really given a lift to the whole country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right. Good night, and God bless you.
Thank you. Marge?
You're something else, Rose. Put me through this, I don't believe it. But it's been a great, great moment for all of us, right? Hey! Something I've been working on. You might not even like it, who knows, but I think your wife will love it. Bring it on in. Each cup, you know, your record is 12 times, and we're going to go another 24, right? But in the meantime, each cup has your different records on with the date, okay? This was engraved. Here is the running man. Here's the name, and your name will go on there, and there's the things. Then we lift this off, Pete. And on here is an inscription that says, "Congratulations, Pete Rose." What's that say? On base hit 4192, breaking a record that has stood since 1928 from the Cincinnati Reds, Marge Schott, president. Now the... it says Wolfson licks Schatzy.
Marge, thank you very much. It's beautiful, and I'm sure my wife enjoy polishing that once a week. That's probably what it's going to take. Thank you, Marge.
We certainly want to recognize and read you a message that we received tonight about Pete. It goes like this: all of baseball salutes Pete Rose for breaking a record experts said would never be broken. His 4,192 hits is a tribute to his great talent and strength, his indomitable spirit, and his iron will. Not only has he reserved a prominent spot in Cooperstown, he has reserved a special place in the heart of every fan alive today and every baseball fan to come. That's a message to Pete from Baseball Commissioner Peter Ueberroth.
First of all, I'd like to say that I was very fortunate to be able to locker next to Pete Rose 8 out of my 20 years that I played in the major leagues. And I tell you, I learned an awful lot just lockering next to this guy about dedication, determination, and how you're supposed to play this game of baseball. I don't think there's ever been a player that has played the game the way he has. All out every day.
I tell you, I watched you, and I think Joe will say the same thing. You fought. Now, I want to tell you something. You, the old warrior you are, you fought tooth and nail not to shed a tear, but You aren't the only one in this ballpark with a tear in your eye, believe me.
Well, I was all right there. I looked up in the air and I was doing pretty good until I looked up in the air and I saw my father and Ty Cobb up there, and they took care of me.
I bet your dad won the argument.
He sure did.
Pete, I'd like to ask a question that's in the minds of probably all the people that are here today and all watching all around the country. Will you play again next year?
Well, to be honest with you, Joe, I'm worried about playing tomorrow night. I think that has a lot to do with these two great human beings standing right here, Bill Burgish and Marge Schott. I still enjoy the game. I still think I can help the ball club, and I still love to participate in front of the fans. So based on how I feel tonight, I think I have to say so, yes.
You know, Joe is talking about the fact that you fought hard not to shed a tear. I've seen you fight hard for the 20 years that I was in the major leagues. I've seen you play with a lot of injuries. I've seen you play when you probably shouldn't have played. I've told you shouldn't be out there sometimes, and you'd go out and fight hard and play anyway. And tonight it shows the reward for doing all those things. And I just say thanks for letting me be your teammate.
Well, you know, that's the other thing that we haven't even started to talk about, and that is, of course, the teammates that I've had the last 23 years. And the Hall of Fame list goes on and on. Morgans, Robinsons, Benches, Perez's, Fosters, Schmidts, Carltons, Seavers, Carters. I mean, I've had so many great players on the same team that I was on. It was always fun to play the game, and I just think that there's no better way of making a living to come out here and play baseball. And I forgot Nuxall, too. He was a teammate also. And when you have teammates like that who really are dedicated as far as playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, it makes it a lot of fun. And I don't know where the 23 years went, but it seems like yesterday when I was in that batter's box at Crosley Field getting that hit off of Bob Friend. And I hope the next 23 go a lot slower than the last 23. That's all I can say.
There he is, folks, the new all-time hit leader in the history of baseball, Pete Rose. The guys are inside. I understand they got a little bubbly going on in there, Peter.
A little champagne, Joe.
Champagne. Go get it, partner. Congratulations, Pete Rose, our star of the game. There you go, number one.
The greatest hit of all time, a celebration of Pete Rose becoming baseball's all-time hit leader.
2-1 pitch from Schaus.